that when you put on events, they're amazing events, and this one has been particularly amazing. I think the attendance is terrific and the curriculum is amazing. But what happens is, in a few minutes, you all go and get your drink and go home. And there's no continuity, there's no long tail. And so we've been involved with a company that's developed a long tail social media platform, and we're going to try it out here and see if it's of any value to you guys. So Thinkwire is essentially allows you to continue the conversation. It's a Twitter backend, and what you're seeing up there are panels, just like the ones you had in real life here. And what's different about these panels is the panelists actually use Twitter, so they can only say 140 characters, so they have to sort of get to the point. So, to give you an example, so here's Syracuse University using us. So, you know, it's on Thinkwire, Syracuse University. Here are 4 of the things that they're using for extended learning. And if you jump into these, the blue is a live panel, and the gray are archive panels. And so on the left is the panel. They have a horrendous panel, but don't worry about that. On the right is the discussion, and this is a finished discussion, so at the end of the discussion, somewhere down here, there's a conclusion. And so this is a resource for you guys, and so going back here, you see these 2 green tabs. Those are 2 debates or panels that we're going to host based on 2 of the panels that we had up here. However, just like a panel, the only people that can really participate in the content here directly are the panelists, not the audience. So this isn't just a chat room. So just like a panel, you'll be able to go up there and you'll be able to have a discussion. So for example, in this particular one, the moderator on the left, in the yellow, is me, and I moderated, and I started with a question. I put up some stats, and then Mike from TD Bank came in and said something, and somebody else said something. These are all tweets, and in Thinkwire, it's sort of logically sort of presented, but if you jump into any of these and you expand it, it's a tweet that actually lives on Twitter. So you can, as an audience member, go in and you can reply, you can retweet, you can favorite, just as you would in the Q&A session, but your comments don't go into the panel because you weren't chosen as experts, right? So this way it keeps it clean, it keeps it safe, and if somebody sees this tweet from Maribel and they say, what are you talking about? They can click on the link and bam, they're back in the panel. So this basically, instead of tweets, which are wonderful things that live in isolation, this is now a discussion, and it puts it in context. It allows you to discuss deep dive issues, which may spin off the panels, and it also allows you to archive it as a resource, you know, going forward. And so the only final thing I'll tell you is that when these things are live, you can jump into them. This is a countdown clock for John Burns's panel. We haven't actually put all the panelists up because they haven't given us their panel. They haven't given us their Twitter addresses yet. But the one thing I will tell you is when it is live, like this discussion here, this is how you will see it as an audience member. You can look at it and browse it and retweet, but if you sign in and you're part of the panel, it will prompt you to log in with your Twitter ID, and once you log in with your Twitter ID, you see a little contribute box appears on the top left. So if you're part of the panel, you can contribute.